my people, how amazing are we? Much more than the ear can hear or the eye can see, but from what I can see, we are one of God's greatest creations. Made in the image of his greatness, he put forth no sorts of limitations, therefore allowing us to explore that which makes us creative and just amazing. It's the Blvd. Let's get into it. What's up? It's your man JCD3. We here. It's the Blvd. Another episode. And of course, you know we bring the greatest in clean music, good, clean hip-hop, poetry, art. Whatever art form you got, that's what we want to explore, and that's what we want to bring out to the people. You know, I had to get a little snazzier today because, you know, my guest, she's a snazzy individual, so I wanted to make sure I matched. I couldn't have, like, no T-shirt or nothing like that because it's not just about hip-hop. You know, we just clean, you know what I'm saying? Good creative expression, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here with local talent, and of course the thing is that I want people to understand is that there's a lot of great talent outside in Delaware. There's just like a lot of great talent, musically, everything. And Seeds of Greatness has that same talent in-house, but people don't be knowing, so we gotta bring it to you. So I'm sitting here with none other than one of the greats herself, Miss Michelle Lee. How are you today?
Pretty good, pretty good.
That's good. Good to hear. Glad I could finally get you up here to share your gift. You've been kind of stalling.
Oh man.
I got a message.
Just trying to prep.
Just trying to prep. I hear you. All right. So what people don't know about you, of course, you sing on praise and worship, right?
I do.
But you also are pursuing your own music.
I am.
All right, so that's a good thing. And if you haven't seen that Willin' video, you definitely want to check that out. That video is amazing. Appreciate that opportunity. You know, Don't Judge Me Productions did do that. It seems like a theme right now going like every person that come over here got a music video from Don't Judge Me Productions. It's not the case, but in this particular case, it did work out. So that was a great shoot, by the way. You did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
The reviews you got on that music video are amazing. And my wife has been singing it non-stop for the last few months. Shout out to the Faith. Yeah, how you doing, girl? You cute. So yeah, that was a great project. So of course, you know, we here now and we want to talk about the future. But before we get into that, I'm trying to find out, I know you danced. I know you danced before, but when did you get into music?
Music definitely came in at an early age. When I was growing up, my sisters used to go to their piano lessons in Wilmington, and I used to go, and after they were done, I was like, I want to play. And they would let me bang on the keys, and then, you know, after I got to a certain age, I took lessons, and then it just kind of went from there, but I never knew my purpose, my calling at that time. So music was definitely not at the forefront until probably around high school. And I was like, oh, got a little voice.
It works. Oh.
I want to do something with this. So yeah, it was definitely there, and God always planted different seeds and put me around specific people who were in music or music affiliated. So shout out to King Size.
Shout out to King Size.
Because King Size used to pick me up when I was around like, what, maybe 14, 15, and used to take me to his concerts and like, just, yeah. And still didn't even put the connection together. Like, didn't know this was what I was gonna do. Didn't know this is what I was called for. But, you know, looking back now, it's like, oh, I see what you was doing there, girl. Okay.
Prepping you.
I see.
Said preparations. Like, you got a lot of preparations to these concerts. So at that young age when you were at these concerts and you were exploring the music side, what were your thoughts? Like, what were you thinking?
At the time, I was thinking, there are so many other people that sing way better than me. Like, Lord, you sure? You sure, God? Like, that's really how I felt. And I'm like, you know, I can hold a note, but then you got these people who are on the radio and you know these mainstream artists and gospel artists that are just like, will, you know, blow you away. And it's like, well, Lord, I don't have that type of voice. I can't do the, you know,
the run, the
all that, like, you know. But you know, with growing in my faith and being stretched a lot, it showed me that, you know, you stay in your lane. I have a lane specifically built for you. So.
Okay. So that lane, right? 14, 15, I'm at the concert. I'm young Michelle, you know, I'm out here like, go King Size, that's my bro, you know what I'm saying? And then fast forward, because you went to Cab Calloway.
I did.
Okay, so, and I'm sure that they, of course, fostered your singing abilities and things of that nature. So when was it that you was like, you know what? I've had this background, you know, people have been pushing me out there, I've been getting stretched. What made you take that step of faith? Just be like, let me go ahead and let me see if I can do a little sound, like throw out a couple tracks too.
I don't know. It was just like, well, let's try it. Let's try it and see what happens and go from there. And even now, I don't have a full picture of what's to come, but all I keep saying is, you know, wherever God takes me is where I will go. Like, I don't know if it's going to be huge. I don't know if it's going to be small. I'm just like, let's do it. Let's do it, Lord.
That's just, at least you got the right attitude for it.
Let's do it.
All right, so I take it you still go to concerts and stuff with King Size?
I'm actually doing one of his concerts soon. So being a part of it pretty soon. So I'm excited for that. And it's a blessing to be able to share the stage with my big brother.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that.
You gotta let me know when that is. I gotta try to make it out, you know what I'm saying? So I can be that person on the side, like, you better go. You know, you always got, because there's a difference between, there's people who can sing, and then there's people who can sing.
Right.
You know, so I'm putting you in that category, getting up there with singing. Because, you know, I mean, you gave us willing, and I was willing to listen. You see what I did there? You see what I did? I was willing to listen, and I was like, man, that means she must have so much more in the tank that she just storing for us. And we're gonna get into that because, you know, the people gotta know what you did, you know. You're not gonna keep hiding that from us. So, all right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick look at a music video. We'll be right back. It's the Blvd, Michelle Lee, one of the greats.
Angel, let's go!
Come on, everybody get up on your feet. We're gonna take this thing out with a bang.
Everybody clap your hands now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This song is for the overcomers. Change it.
Listen. I done made it through the storm and the rain. So much pressure, heartache, so much pain.
Yes, sir.
I've been broken into pieces, maybe more. Hey. And some nights I made my bed right on the floor.
Yes, sir.
The enemy really tried to take me out. Hey. Hit me with his that shot knocked me down. But I'm still standing after all I've been through.
Yes, sir.
I survived it all in this because of you.
Hey.
I made it, yeah. Yes, I did, yo. I made it.
chant. Come on. Let the devil know I made it. Let the devil know I made it, y'all. The enemy counted you out, y'all. The devil thought he had you. But you're still here, still here, still here. Yeah! Say,
I'm still here, I'm still standing. Oh, I'm still standing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus. They said I would never make it, but I'm still here.
Hey, put it up, let's go. Huh. Put it up, let's go.
You don't know what I've been through. Lost it all in my rent's due. Trouble, when it rains it floods. In my pain, no it ain't all good. No, but I tell them this, I'm a witness that everything gets made new. So tell them, dog, I ain't through. Feels like this life just became a fight. Yeah, I'm in and ain't no way out. The pressure's on me, yeah, the stretches on me. But tell them who ain't gon' crack, homie.
I can't do, they ain't nothing I can't do. They ain't nothing I can't do. They ain't nothing I can't do. I can't do, they ain't nothing I can't do. They ain't nothing I can't do. Look, it ain't nothing I can't do. Might walk on hard, I won't lose still. Gotta go hard, but I ain't gotta do it myself. I can't do, they ain't nothing I can't do. Feeling like I can't lose, ain't nothing I can't do. Hold up. What you said, all that fame and gone in my head. Like that same power that saved me can't raise me from the dead. They get me reading, thinking about keeping peace. I wage a war on myself. I'm feeling myself, then I'm killing myself. I'm sipping on blood and I'm chewing on flesh. Just chill out. We don't wanna hear that mess. All that won't do that and I can't do this. Pain, death, hurt, hate, we done been through this. And I'm sure it's plenty more that I ain't been through yet. But I don't care though, bring on the heavy metal. I got a power living in me that will never settle. Never lead nor forsake, I'ma bleed, never break. I'ma die and come back with the keys to the safe. Got a piece hidden deep, so the things that I face can't erase God's ink. Way clean with the paint, and I'm stained in it when the pain hit me. I would stay in anything that you bring to me. The letter tell me what I can't do faithfully. The letter tell me what I can't do faithfully. The letter tell me what I can't do faithfully. I'm coming back from the dead, what you saying to me? I can't do. I can't do. There ain't nothing I can't do. There ain't nothing I can't do. There ain't nothing I can't do. I can't do. There ain't nothing I can't do. There ain't nothing I can't do. Look, it ain't nothing I can't do. Might walk on hard, I won't lose still. Gotta go hard, but I ain't gotta do it myself. I can't do, there ain't nothing I can't do. Feeling like I can't lose, ain't nothing I can't do.
Don't Judge Me Productions, bringing your creativity to life. We offer a variety of services in the areas of photography and videography. Videography services include weddings, music, commercial promotional materials, and much more. Photography services include engagements, weddings, family events, and much more. Contact us today by phone or email at don'tjudgemeprod@gmail.com. Be sure to like our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram at Don't Judge Me Productions. Yo, what's up? It's your man JCD3. We back. It's the Boulevard. We're sitting here with one of the greats. Michelle Lee. I gotta mess with you. I got to. You good people. Now, if I didn't mess with you, then it was a problem. Like, let's be real here for a second. I think everybody knows that. So, all right, we spoke about, you taking that step of faith and you pursuing music, right? Mm-hmm. So tell me about the song Willing. How did that come about?
So Willing came about through a stage in my life. It was that crossroad where I was brought to my knees, back up against the wall. Are you gonna serve me or not? Like, are you gonna give me your all or not? And I was like, well, I have nothing else to lose at that point in time in my life. So that's where that song came from. That's where I was. And every song on the EP is pretty much a stage in my life. Like, Willing is more so me just dying to myself, dying to my flesh, and saying, I'm going to give you 120%. And then, you know, you have your songs like Not Afraid, which is, I was at a point in my life where I dealt with fear a lot, and that was something I struggled with, and it was that overcoming, like, you know, speaking it into existence. I will not be afraid. So, yeah, that's definitely where Willing came from.
Okay, so when I got the song, of course, I was just happy because I was like, oh, she done put something out. Oh, look at her shine and stuff. I need to find somebody to listen to this. So, of course, the first person I played it for was my wife.
Right.
You know, so like anytime we get a song or whatever and an artist gives it to us, we listen to it together. And I'm like, well, what do you think of this? You know, so she's a pretty hard critic, man, like seriously. But when she heard your song, she was like, and she she do this little thing when she bop. I'll be trying to tell her to stop sometimes, but you know, she do her little bop, and I'm like, okay, so that means she likes it. Like she didn't give me no words. And then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be doing a music video for this one. She was like, oh, okay, cool.
Right.
We call you Mickey. So she's like, Mickey got something. I'm like, yes, she does. You know, trying to amp her up. Right. And then we get to the music video, right? And of course, I'm thinking to myself, let's portray this best possible way, you know, new artist type style. But I want you to tell the American people and everybody, just anybody watching, because people are watching. So I want you to tell them the inspiration behind this music video for Willing.
So,
yeah, it's funny. It's funny.
It's funny because you know the whole story.
I do, but they don't.
You're right. So this is really for y'all. So, wrote the song Willing and I gotta start.
You got to. They want to know. Like,
wrote the song Willing, went through a lot to finish that song. I mean, on the way to the studio, ran over a deer.
I knew that part.
It was just like everything was happening under the sun, and I was just like, what is, like, I felt as though it was those moments, those checkpoints where it's like, oh, this might be something. I'm clearly supposed to put this out because the enemy is just coming at me full force. So that's when I knew I need to take this one, handle this one with a lot of care, because clearly someone's trying to stop me.
Yeah, this is true.
So finished the song, was trying to think of different treatments, and that's when I hit you up. And I know when I first was listening to the song, I had envisioned some epic Marvel
battle of sorts. Like she wanted the sling. She wanted King Arthur and the John. It was a lot.
So I envisioned like walking through chaos, like third world country, straight, just chaos, and you're just walking through and you're determined, like you're willing. However, I didn't have any form of budget and didn't even understand how he would be able to do that. So I was just
me neither, if it makes you feel better.
I was like, I know we're gonna have to like meet halfway at some point, because I'm sure that I can't call Warner Brothers and be like, hey.
I mean, you could have, but they probably would have laughed.
Right,
you know.
Exactly. So I spoke to you. I sent you sent me a treatment, and the treatment was
it was kind of lighthearted, I will say.
Yeah.
Because I thought about it, because when I asked you, I was like, is this your first music video? You said yes. So I was like, wow, well, how can I work with her and put off a good image? So I'll be honest, I went lighthearted.
Very light.
And I submitted it.
Right?
But.
So then we had a conversation. I was like, I'm going to just call you because we not meeting eye to eye right now.
No.
So I told you what I had seen, and let's just meet halfway. So we created a treatment, and the treatment was still a little on the light side, but we had met in the middle. And one night, it was a work week, and I was just like, all right, I'm up, and I feel like I have that vibe going on where I can write, but it's a little too late to start writing, or I'm gonna be up and then be tired, you know. So I was just listening, vibing to the music, and I had my headphones on in bed. It's like 12:45, legit 12:45.
Yes, it was.
And I was listening and just meditating, and literally God just gave me the entire video from start to finish, colors, staging, what they're gonna do, and the significance and the symbolism behind each depiction. And I was like, I sat up in bed and I got my laptop and was just writing a whole new treatment. And I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm sitting here wiping my eyes, like, let me just get this down. And I emailed it to James, and I'm like, I think I said in the email, I was like, here's the new treatment. This is what I just had. I'll read it again, and I'll reread it in the morning. Excuse me if it sounds like I'm delirious. I am.
I think you might have been. I was like, it's 12.
It was definitely like dark, the whole sword ordeal, and I'm not big in anime.
Right.
Is that how you see it?
Anime.
I'm not big on that. So for God to give me something with his sword and like all this extra stuff, I knew it wasn't me. Like, I was like, this has nothing to do, this is not come from me.
I was hoping that it did.
It did not come from me.
I was like, man, Jesus,
Right.
where are we going?
Right. So you hit me up the following day and was like, yeah, that's a bit extreme. And my response was, whatever. My response was, I think you were saying like, that's a bit extreme. People aren't really going to perceive it like that. Like, they might not get it. And my thing was, you can turn on the television now and see stuff that all of us are desensitized to.
Right.
And
Which was a
it's
good
like,
point.
which is stuff that is off the wall, like off the meat racket, right? So I
That's
was
true.
like,
I ain't heard meat racket in a while
off
though,
the
but
meat racket.
yeah,
No, but,
you dated yourself a little bit.
So at first, I'm at that point in time, that was one of those checkpoint moments where I was just like, I could either say, okay, you're right, let's do the old treatment that we had, or, you know, kind of stand up for it. And at first I was like, okay, you know, I get it. We can do the other one. And then it just it was sitting, and it was not sitting well. And it was the Holy Spirit just saying like, it's not yours, it's mine. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, James, we gotta talk. We gotta talk, because this isn't mine. We need to do it like this. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but this is what he gave me. This is what we have to do. So I think we were supposed to have a conversation, and we kept missing each other. And right, we kept missing each other. I would call you, you were busy, you would call me, I was busy. And I ended up flying out to San Antonio to visit my line sister. Shout out to Sharon, love you, girl.
Hi, Sharon.
And we finally got in contact, and you had called me saying, hey, I just saw, what was the movie you saw?
I don't even remember that movie.
It was some
It was something
action
very
movie.
relative to the treatment you sent.
Yeah, so, and you called me up and you were just like, I just saw what you were talking about. And you were like, the girl in the movie had a sword, and that's gonna be dope. And I was just like,
Constantine. It was Constantine.
okay.
Yeah. So
and yeah, so that's what we did. But
I like how you gave him the PG version. So when I got the call, it was just like, trust me, it was more so like, God gave me this, and this is what we're gonna do. And since God gave it to you, it worked out. So I gotta be honest, it was a great shoot. It was fun. I was a little concerned about that sword, but you know, we gonna let the people look into that. So check this video out. This is Michelle Lee. This is her song, Willing, the music video that she just described in great detail. And y'all check this out. We'll be right back. It's the Boulevard.
serve you. Doesn't matter, wherever you lead me, I will go. Will you tell me? I'll pick up my cross and follow. Through the storm and through the rain, I'll keep walking. Through the trials and suffering, I am not stopping. Since you did, there's no excuse. I will die to follow you. You. Doesn't matter, wherever you lead me, I will go. Will you tell me? I'll pick up my cross and follow you. I am willing. It doesn't matter. I am willing. Nothing in this world that I'd want more than to be used by you. And I am willing to follow you. Doesn't matter, wherever you lead me, I will go. Doesn't matter, I'll pick up my cross and follow you. Doesn't matter, wherever you lead me, I will go. Will you tell me? I'll pick up my cross and follow you. Doesn't matter. To be used by you. Doesn't matter. I'll pick up my cross and walking up. Chasing up. Giving up. Walking up. Chasing up. Living up.
Infamous star Gavin Stone became a fixture on the party scene.
Dad,
You in trouble?
a little.
What kind?
Kind where you can't leave the state until you've completed your community service hours. Hey, do you know where the pastor's office is?
You're Gavin Stone.
You recognized me.
Should I?
How'd you know my name?
It was printed at the top of your rap sheet. I'm Alan Richardson, pastor.
So, what is it exactly that I'll be doing?
I've never acted before, but I'm willing to serve the Lord in whatever way you see fit.
You know, as gifted as I am with a mop, I'm 10 times better on stage.
We ask that all cast members be Christians.
I am one. I've had the passion of the Christ for a couple years now.
Is that it?
No. Hi, everybody. My name is Gavin Stone. I'm auditioning for the role of Jesus Christ. Superstar.
Let's just dive right in.
What if you drop a single spot on me?
That is the exact opposite of what Jesus was about.
Really?
Don't you pick up on that when you read the Gospels?
Well, yeah, you know, when I read the Gospels, I pick up on that a little bit. Great first rehearsal, and have some thoughts. Coffee, maybe?
No thanks.
Okay.
Don't sweat it.
She's just under a lot of stress, especially being a PK. Pastor's kid?
She's Alan's daughter?
Yeah.
Hey, sorry.
Wow.
I figured I might as well start diving into character.
Nice.
Blessings, peace be to you.
This is my body, broken for you. Do this in remembrance of me.
I don't think he gets the story.
But isn't this why we do what we do?
Welcome to Cars for Single Moms. Here you go. Put that on. This is the best part.
Why don't you come over there?
No. Since you know who did it,
Exactly.
we don't want the credit.
Hashtag words I've never said to my agent. Why do you care if I stay?
Because you said you would.
I was rude and selfish, and you guys gave me a second chance.
This is what we do.
I surrender. My way didn't work. I missed out on all this.
Into your hands, I commit my spirit.
I think he needs us as much as we need him.
I don't know how this thing you have with God works exactly, but I like what it does.
We really do believe in second chances here.
What's up? It's the Boulevard. It's your man JCD3. Of course, I'm sitting here with one of the greats. She getting called that the whole. I don't know why you think that's gonna stop. That's not gonna stop. It's an inside joke. But shout out to Milk, Uncle Milk Music. He was part of that. So, all right. So y'all just saw Willing. You know what I'm saying? That was an amazing video. You did a great job.
You did a great job.
You know what I'm saying? You did a great job. Just take the compliment. And I gotta say, I gotta give you much credit for sticking to your guns. You know, because you could have been a pushover, but she was like, nah, I'm gonna do this, and you did it in your way. So I'll say it wasn't too crazy, but you got your point across, and I think that it showed in that video. So December 10th, we had a special event that you allowed us to attend.
Yes, man.
You know, so the EP listening party.
Yes.
What do you think the response was from that? I mean, well, what responses have you gotten from it? Because I know I was there, and I got to be honest with you, I was impressed. Like you kicked it up a notch. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Man.
So
it was good. It was more than what I had imagined it to be. I mean, the support that came out was overwhelming, to say the least. My biggest focus on that EP listening party was just to serve. Like, I wanted you guys to come, have fun, vibe out, and be served. And I think everyone that was involved, that was my biggest objective. Like, this is your role. I just want you to serve. You know, a few people were asking me, like, well, are you going to charge? And no, like, I just want you guys to come and enjoy yourself. And I feel like that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, because that was a good draw for people too, because you know you had a lot of supporters from Willing, and they came out to this event in masses. You know what I'm saying? Like all of your people. So yeah, people we didn't know she knew was just there. So that was a good look. That was just great. But what was the inspiration behind the EP itself that created this event? Because I know that you said you had stages in life, and you did it in a unique way. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna show them some footage from it, but you did it in a very unique way. How'd you come up with that idea?
God, this entire project has really, like, every step, I'm just like, is this the step you want me to? Okay.
Yeah, right here.
A little to the right? Okay. Like, that's exactly what I've been doing. And again, just handling it with care, because the lyrics and the music that I'm being used to create is not mine.
Right.
And I can only serve God's children, you know, whoever needs to hear this with him. Like, I can't do it by myself. And I don't want to have that responsibility of giving out information, giving out music that doesn't have his stamp of approval on. So, yeah, it's
amazing, right? Like, were you expecting such great feedback? Well, I don't know. I don't think that's the right thing to say. I said, well, were you expecting the overwhelming feedback that you got?
In a sense, I was. When we had our first band rehearsal. When we had our first band rehearsal for the live portion of the night, these individuals.
Anytime you get called an
individual. Yeah, these individuals came to rehearsal, and we only went over 2 songs, and the first song we did was Willing. And I had click tracks created by Harry. Shout out to Harry Wilson. You the bomb.
Shout out to
Henry. We had click tracks created, and it was going to have the background vocals and all that stuff. This band came in and started playing, and Milton was preparing, you know, to do the click tracks or whatever. And they just started playing, so I started singing. And literally, I started crying. I completely started crying. And I was just like, God, you're so faithful. Like, to have people learn your music and be playing, and then you're singing, I don't know. I'm sure, like, you know, some people might not understand it, but it was that overwhelming feeling for the first time to see what what I've been going through. And, you know, just manifesting, you know, it was just like, wow, God, this is what you were talking about. This is the reason why you told me I couldn't do this, and I couldn't go there, and I couldn't hang with that. Those people, like, yeah, I was like, are you crying?
Yeah.
I just don't, what? Yeah, it was bad.
It was one of them ugly cries where they look at you and be like, is she okay?
Oh my God. So, and that feeling was just amplified times 10 at the EP release. It was just
an amazing experience. I mean, all right, so we can't have them, you know, go without seeing a little bit of this, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and take a look at Michelle's EP listening party. These couple quick clicks or quick, wow, look at me. I'm stumbling because of the whole thing. It was that powerful, it was messing up my words. Take a quick look at this clip. We'll be right back. It's the Boulevard.
Again, this is the EP release, the big day that I've been waiting for. Long time coming. So I wanted to leave you guys with a few selections from the EP. One of them you've heard, one of them you haven't. So I just hope you guys enjoy. And just be free. Be free to worship. Allow God to do his thing and set the atmosphere. Okay? All right. So, we're actually starting with my big bro. And it is such an honor to share the stage with him. Y'all don't understand. Okay, so let me just give you a little background. When I was 14 or 15, around that age, this man would come and pick me up. He would come and pick me up and take me to his concerts that he was performing at, ministering at. And at that time, I had no clue that I was going to be doing. I didn't know what my ministry was. I didn't know what my purpose was. I was 14, 15. I mean, look, some 14, 15-year-olds know. I was not one of them. But just to share the stage with him is, oh man, I'm not going to get emotional. It's not going to happen. Thank you. Look, I get it. Bro. Thank
you. What some people don't know is that when I used to have hair, she was the one that always hooked me up with those fly braids. How many remember when I wasn't bald-headed? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So a lot of them remember, but I stand here as a proud big brother tonight to see her walk out into her destiny. And a lot of times people, they'll for a period of time or a season, they'll say, nah, sit down, we don't want to hear you sing. I encourage her to keep singing, keep writing, keep playing, because eventually the time will come where God will elevate you. Y'all haven't seen nothing yet. Y'all haven't seen nothing yet. I said y'all haven't seen nothing yet. And being within this state, we have an issue with supporting our own. Do you see this crowd? Somebody loves you. So with that being said, don't let your support stop now. Make sure you flood Facebook. Make sure you flood IG. Make sure you flood Twitter. They need to know who Michelle Lee is. Let's go.
It's your man JCD3. We back. It's the Boulevard. Still sitting here with the great Michelle Lee. And of course, we just saw the recap from the EP listening party, which again was amazing. Thank you for having us. Us Don't Judge Me Productions, all the people. You know what I'm saying? So that EP, where can they find it?
Pretty much everywhere. I mean, it's on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify. I only made a few physical copies, and they actually are sold out. So I'm thinking of getting a second order, but yeah, man, it's out there. It's out there.
It is out there. Go ahead and check that out. I am willing.
Yes.
You definitely want to pick that up, support. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the greats in the making. So with that being said, people seeing this, people seeing your Willing video, they're going to want to get in contact with you. So how can they reach you?
So social media is Michelle Lee Music, all one word. Music spelled with a K, M-U-S-I-K.
Very different.
Yeah. Twitter is mlee music with a K. And for any booking is just michelle.lee.music@gmail.com.
And that's music with two eyes. That's music with two eyes. I messed around and said
It is not music with two eyes.
I could have sworn it was two eyes. Want to know how I know it was two eyes? Because that's what I sent, and that's the only one you respond to.
What? It is not, what? This is not music with two eyes.
That's why.
I'm pretty sure you're talking about Nikolai.
Probably. I don't know, man. It's so many. It's so many email addresses for you guys. But no, okay. Michelle.Lee.
M-I-C-A. You trying to mess up my.
I had to. I still gotta. You know, you were great. So it's like you gotta be able to take this. You know what I'm saying? It's just. I don't want no problems.
You ain't right.
I'm gonna sneak off afterwards. Just like hide on the side.
It is one I. M-U-S-I-K.
Say now, I'm just playing. You gotta play around. You have a good time. You gotta have a good time. All right. So they got your social media. They got your booking email. You got any upcoming projects, or are you just kind of like seeing the EP, pushing that out?
Yeah, I'm letting it marinate. I'm actually working with you pretty soon on the second video.
I've been privileged. Oh Lord.
So I'm excited for that. You probably gonna have to reel me in a little bit because you know how my mind works.
Yeah. I just don't want to get screamed at again. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. You know, you ever been screamed at through text message? Like, it's possible. You know, it's really possible. You read tones, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially when they put one section in all caps. Like, oh, so you really meant that? Like, it was,
oh, you're really angry.
You're really upset right now.
No, but yeah, the second song is going to be Not Afraid.
Not Afraid. Okay, good.
Yeah, so
that was a very well received track, so that's gonna be nice. I can't wait. I'll let you send me the treatment this time. I'm not even gonna attempt it. I'm just gonna go ahead and just wait on Jesus. So I want to thank you for coming out, because you definitely came through and shared your gift with us. Very much appreciated on all levels, because you know you were great.
Thank you.
So let me go ahead and do my sign off deal, because you know I gotta. Okay. Thank you for coming out. We greatly appreciate everybody watching, everybody tuning in. You can follow us on social media as well. We're on Facebook. If you got people with good music, the keyword here is good music, send them to us. Post something on our Facebook page, and we'll definitely get back to you. Once again, signing off from Michelle Lee, myself, it's your man JCD3, the Boulevard. I holla.